Hi, this is Tammy with Tammy Creations, and tonight I'm going to be wrapping this tiny little Crescent Moon cabochon, and it is about 1 inch wide and maybe half an inch tall. It's not very big. And I'm also going to be using 4 lengths, 8-inch lengths of square 20 gauge copper wire. And I'm going to start by wrapping it with half round dead soft wire. So I'm going to start wrapping right in the center and trying to keep these wires together nicely. And once I've done that, I'm going to use my nylon draw pliers to squish them down and push them together. And I'm going to do just a couple more going around. I'm going to finish them off on the same side, so I will cut these right in the center here, and I'm going to push this one up just a bit and cut that in the center and push those down again, and that will be the inside. So I'm going to use this will be the part that you see. So I'm just going to start bending these upward, and I'm going to set my stone in there like this and start bending those up like this. So you can see all of the 4 wires are on either side. And what I'm going to do to begin with is turn it over to the back, and I'm going to take that back wire, and with my chain nose pliers, or these are tweezer nose pliers, I'm just going to make a little bend, and this is going to be a place where that stone can sit and it won't fall out the back that way. All right, so this is how it looks from the front, and this is the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the very front wire, and on either side I'm going to pull those in like this. I'm going to pull them around to the back like that. And try and get this centered again. It likes to move around on me, so it is a little bit wobbly. There you go. So it looks like that, and that's going to secure it on the front as well as the back. So I think what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and trim these kind of short. So that front wire, you probably don't need 8 inches, probably 5 would be plenty. I'm going to go ahead and with my round nose pliers, I'm going to curl those inward like this on the back. The ones I just cut. So curl those into little swirls on the back. That. And then that one's sticking up, so I'm just going to push it down so that that doesn't stick up and poke whoever is going to be wearing this. So twist that back a bit. There we go. All right, so that's how the back looks so far, and the front. Now I'm going to take the rest of the wires and I'm going to bend them so that they come across, trying to keep these, oops, along the sides, like that, and coming across the center. Okay, and then I'm going to bend those. Usually I'll just do this with my fingers first before making a hard bend with the tools, so that they point straight up. All right. So when you turn it around to the back, we just want to make sure that all of these wires are not crossing over each other on either side. Right? And then I'm going to take this one from the back and start bringing it around to the front, right there at the neck where they all meet, and wrap around all of those wires once, like that. Okay. Then you can kind of separate the wires here on the sides to make sure they're really covering that stone. And I also like to move this over so that you can't really see that from the front. So you want that whole space there to be open, and you can just sort of move these in line with these other ones that way. All right, now we're going to figure out which way these wires are going to go. So I'm going to pull the ones, this one goes this way, and this one goes this way. There we go. And then on the back, I'm going to find the two back ones and make them go straight. I'm going to use my nylon pliers to just straighten those out a bit. Okay, like that. And I think I'm going to, let's see, I'm actually going to bring up 3. So let me do all 3 of those. There we go. And then if you don't have bail making pliers, you can bend these over your finger or a pencil like that. And then I just kind of push it forward so it's right over the stone. And I've got my little bail there, the 3 wires. And I like to kind of close it up against the back. And this wire that was coming around, I'm going to bring it around one more time just to capture all of those. One more time like this. I'll pull it with my pliers just so it's nice and tight. And I'm going to snip it off a little bit to spare, and then I'm going to tuck it inside the bail where it won't be in the way. If I can get in there. There we go. In the bail and push it down just a bit. Okay, so now we've got these 2 wires on the sides. I'm going to just try and straighten that a bit. And we've got the 3 in the back from the bail. And I'm going to take the 2 on the sides out to each side like that. I'm not sure yet what we'll do with this one. I think I will make some swirls with these shorter ones. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers and just start curling this around like this. And that will be just right there in front of the bail. And this one, I'm going to push it up so it kind of touches that one, and then continue this curl. I guess I'm going to cut that one off so that it just stops there. And push it in a bit so it's nice and flat. So we've got one going this way, and then the other one's coming around that way. All right, now let's see. Let's bring this one around this direction, and then we're going to take it around to the back and through that little space like that. And then we're going to make a little curl with it this way. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to trim that off and curl that inward. Like that. And with this other one, let me think. I think we'll bring it around in between. So kind of, this one's a little higher than this one. And let's do the same type of thing. So we'll go around the back and push it through like this, pull it through. And make a little curl with this one as well. Like that. All right, this one is a little bit long. I'm going to trim it off a bit and then close it just a little more. Then we've got this one last little piece from the bail. I think we'll bring it around like this, and I've got this little mookaite. This is called mookaite jasper, and I have a tiny little mookaite bead I'm going to put on there. Should fit, yeah. So it's like right in the center. And then push that over just a bit. So it curves around, but try and get that in the middle. All right. Now I think, just to make it a little more secure, with these that are going around from the front to the back, they're kind of moving around just a little bit. So I'm going to attach those to these other back wires with my half round wire. So I've got a piece here, and I'll just trim it a little bit so I have enough for each side. And I'm going to pull these wires up just a tiny bit to get this underneath. Half round side pointing up. I'm just going to do one side at a time. I'm going to trim this off. Oops. And tuck these in. And that's going to hold that one in place. And now this other one, we want to connect here. So I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. Get my half round wire. Pointed the half round side up. Push it underneath. Pull this through the curl and underneath that side piece that we did in the beginning to secure it. All right, then on the other side, I'm going to stick my flat side pointed up so that when you bend it over, it's the round side. I'm going to come back through and push that through. One more time. Push that through. There we go. Cut this off and cut this one off, and then tuck those in the edges. There you go. And then just push those back down against the stone so they're not sticking up and pointing anywhere. And there you have it. If you wanted to, just to make it a little more secure, you could also connect these two with your half round wire. But I really think it's going to be stable enough without doing that, because they're kind of safe inside there in that little space. And then we'll oxidize it and it will be all pretty. Thanks for watching.